Warriors Call, brought to you by Matchroom Sports and Team Sauerland. All the things you want in a night of boxing to make it an event like a rock concert. The greatest fans in the world, 18,000 strong. Tickets were sold out the first day they were made available. You've got a dream, a dream situation here. Two of the best promoters in the world. Two of the best fighters in the world. The best venue in the world here, one of the greatest cities in the world, in London. All makes for a very, very exciting night of boxing this coming Saturday. And let's just get things started right away. At this time, I'd like to turn the microphone over to the gentleman who's here in his home turf for this fight. He comes to us with a professional record consisting of 30 fights, 30 victories, 22 knockouts, only 2 defeats, totally dominant in his last few fights. From Nottingham, ladies and gentlemen, the 3-time world champion, the reigning and defending IBF super middleweight champion of the world, Karl the Cobra Froch.
Thank you, Michael. Pleasure to meet Michael Buffer today. A little bit shell-shocked with that, but let's move on from there. Watched so many big fights over in the States, and yeah, now it's my time. Since the first fight on Mikkel Kessler, I've been thinking about the fight and sort of dwelling on the fact that I lost. I know I won my title back in my very next fight in style against Arthur Abraham. I mean, I put an absolute boxing masterclass against Abraham and became WBC champion again, but I didn't beat Mikkel Kessler because I didn't fight Mikkel Kessler. So, you know, I can't say that I've been thinking about it for the last 3 years and I've not been able to sleep for 3 years, because I've had some good night's sleep and I've had some bad night's sleep, but I've been thinking about it. It's been in the back of my mind, and now the opportunity to set the record straight has come. For the last 12 weeks, 13, probably 14 weeks actually, I didn't really take my foot off the gas since November. Over Christmas and New Year, I was out on my bike and I was driving, and I was on the road driving hard, and I've been doing my circuit training. But for the last 3 months of camp, certainly in the back of my mind has been Mikkel Kessler and the rematch and revenge, and getting myself back to the position where I can say, you know what, that night that happened in Denmark should have never happened. And you know, for me to set the record straight now and to be given this opportunity in this fantastic venue at the O2, 18,000 people, sold the place out in 3-4 hours. Skybox office, you know, the best platform for boxing in the world as far as I'm concerned. It doesn't get any bigger than this. So for me to be involved in a fight of this magnitude, on this scale, against a fighter of the calibre of Mikkel Kessler, in a rematch that means so much to me, I could almost explode. The hairs on the back of my neck are standing up. I feel my voice is going, you know, I feel shaky and nervous and apprehensive and tense, but I'm also confident and strong. I actually had a 10-round fight the other day with Tony Bellew in the gym. We shut the gym, locked the doors. There was myself and my trainer Rob McCracken, Tony Bellew and his trainers, and we had a 10-rounder. Obviously big gloves and head guards, but I feel I've already boxed. I'm so sharp and strong and fit. I'll just show you all. I'll show you all on the 25th of May how well the camp's gone and how driven I've been from the first fight. I just want everybody to enjoy the show, enjoy the occasion. This is what big time boxing is all about. I was just saying to Rob a minute ago when I sat down, this is why I got involved in boxing. This is why I turned professional. I wasn't going to turn professional if it wasn't for Rob McCracken. He sort of talked me into it. But since turning professional, I've boxed in 11, 12, 13 world title fights. None as big as this. This is, for me, the pinnacle of my career. I'm just so excited. I'm not overwhelmed. I'm just excited. I cannot wait to get in the ring on Saturday night and do a job against this man here. I owe him one. I owe Mikkel Kessler one. It's time for me to put the record straight. I'm looking forward to it. Enjoy it. And I'm going to leave everything, as I'm sure Mikkel Kessler is, I'm going to leave absolutely everything, heart, soul, guts, tears, blood, if necessary, in the ring. So just sit back and enjoy the ride. Thank you.
Thank you, Karl. I think we have to listen to a few words from your opponent at this time. He comes to us from Copenhagen, as everybody knows. 46 victories, 35 knockouts, only 2 defeats, 5 times a world champion. He is the reigning and defending WBA super middleweight champion of the world. Here is Mikkel, the Viking warrior Kessler.
Hello everybody, and it's nice to be back here in London. You know, he has great words, Carl. I'm not as good as English as he is, even though my mother's English. But of course, as I said, he's ready. I'm ready. So some reporters they told me that they said, What's in it for you? You beat him once. Why you want to go here and give him the rematch? And I said, you know what? I think this is the fight I want to fight. I don't see any bigger fight in the world right now, and I want to fight the best one. And I you know I shook Carl's hand. I said, you know, I'm a man of my word. I'm gonna come fight your hometown, and you know what? That's why I'm here. And I'm also here because I want to show him that I'm better than him in his hometown. I don't want to... I never had a loss in Denmark. Of course I had some losses outside. I wasn't myself, wasn't there. But I really feel prepared this time. Me and my trainer Jim Montoya, we've been working a very good game plan for Carl this time. And I feel better than ever before. I feel fast, hungry, and I want to have this IBF. I never had it before. I've WBC, WBA, that's it. And I want to try new things. You want to try new things in life, you know. And there gotta be something you gotta chase. And I'm chasing his belt. I'm chasing the revenge. I want to show Carl and all my boxing fans that I'm better than him in his hometown. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, all the media. They're right, you're going to have a hell of a fight come Saturday night. One of the remarks that Froch said not too long ago, he said, you know, Mikkel hasn't got enough fights. He's fought in 3 fights, he knocked everybody out. He's only fought 10 rounds, but he's actually 13. He said, I had 40, I have him in the bank. Well, you get hit a lot more on 40 rounds than you get hit on 13. So the thing is here, the difference between those 2 fighters is that Mikkel can put you away with 1 punch. And I don't think Froch can. But nothing taken away from Froch. Froch is a good fighter, he's a gentleman, he's a very deserving person of what he's going to accomplish. Whether he goes good or bad, he's going to accomplish a lot that night. But being the trainer of Mikkel, I've seen Mikkel improve in a lot of different ways. Mikkel has got so much to offer. People keep asking me, is he finished? Is he through? I'm sorry, he's got even some more left. What I mean by that, when you say you get the best out of a fighter, you have to look for it. If he can accomplish it, he's doing well. If he can't, you leave it out. You don't try that. But going back to the fight, you have 2 warriors, 2 people that are going to get it on. And I know that if Mikkel does the certain plans that we have, he's going to put him away. And it's not going to be a disgrace for him, or even if he would win from Mikkel. People say, how stupid can you be letting Mikkel go to London? I said, that's stupidity. Mikkel has fought all over the world. He's fought in many different countries before. We're not fighting the people, we're fighting Froch. He's a hell of a fighter, one of the best fighters, like they said, than anybody that's existing in England right now. But so is Mikkel. So all I say is, come and see the fight. You're going to get a hell of a treat, and I wish nobody gets hurt. Thank you.
He's correct. He introduced me a couple of times as a boxer. I think I lost one of them, so we don't want to talk about that. It's good to hear from Jimmy. He's a fantastic trainer, well renowned in the world of boxing. Listening to what he had to say makes a lot of sense, but the one thing I picked up, and Jimmy knows this as well, that there's nothing like fighting, and there's nothing like fighting at the top level. It sharpens you up, it makes you the better fighter than the fighter who fights 2 or 3 levels below. This is what's happened in the last 3 years. Carl's fought in the Premier League, Mikkel's fought in Division 2. Mikkel's a great fighter, Carl's a great fighter, that's why the crowd's here Saturday, you never know what's going to happen. But we're very confident. When you look at who Froch has fought, he's fought Butte, Andre Ward, Arthur Abraham, and a couple more fighters along the way in the 3 years. And Mikkel's, you know, he's not really fought anybody. So that will be evident Saturday night. Carl's in great shape. He never loses at home, you all know that. And it's going to be a great fight. But Kessler, what a fighter, great fighter. Thank you.
Camera guys.